This episode of Proper English is brought to you by Fun and Funny and the idiom a barrel of laughs.
And we'll have fun, fun, fun till the daddy takes the tea-bird away. Or, my funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine. It's something we've talked about before, but there is a difference between fun and funny, isn't there, Ali?
There is, Dave, and many of our students find the difference between these two words pretty challenging.
I suppose it's understandable. The two words are very similar, and in some language there's a clear distinction. In English, less so, it would seem.
So, how would you define fun, Dave?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Ali. I would describe fun as what? An uncountable noun, meaning enjoyment, entertainment, or a source of those wonderful states. For instance, we had such fun listening to and watching Scott Bradley's postmodern jukebox on YouTube over the weekend.
Oh yeah, the singers and the musicians clearly had a lot of fun getting all dressed up and making those videos. Seriously, listeners, if you haven't come across Postmodern Jukebox yet, have a quick internet search for them. They are such a lot of fun.
Sometimes we can describe fun as a diversion, as in, I find reading a pleasant diversion, but it's not commonly used in that way.
Interestingly enough, the word diversion comes from a Latin root, the verb divertere.
I bet that's where divertido, the Portuguese word for fun, comes from.
I bet it is. Same for Spanish too.
Divertido. Going back in time, to the 17th century in fact, it was quite the thing to use fun as a verb, meaning to cheat. And this is probably from Middle English, fun, meaning to fool, as in, are you funning me?
Ah, so cheating, tricking maybe, but it isn't used in this way nowadays.
Nah.
I guess it might have been used in American English in the 20th century to indicate someone making fun of you, joking with you, that sort of thing.
Oh, I'm just funning with you.
Yeah, but not so much now.
We can also use fun informally as an adjective to describe activities that we find entertaining.
Oh, yeah, like we had a fun time before New Year watching the giant waves crashing down on the North Beach at Nazaré on the coast here in Portugal.
The waves were awesome. Very exciting. Anyway, I think we've covered the definition of fun. How about we move on to funny?
Right, so just to add to our listeners' confusion,
No change there.
funny is an adjective that can be used in two ways. Either to describe something as humorous, amusing, something or somebody that makes you laugh,
That comedian on Netflix last night was so funny.
or meaning an unexpected or unusual thing to happen. Wasn't it funny the way next door's cat stared at me while I was hanging the washing out the other day?
Damn strange if you ask me. He was watching you as if he'd never seen anything like it before.
Now, back in the day, funny meant amusing before it meant weird, and having two meanings for the same word was a bit puzzling, to be honest.
So much so that if somebody said, that Dave, he's a funny guy.
You could ask funny ha-ha or funny peculiar.
Bit rude. Fair question though. Sometimes even I'm not sure of the answer, but it puts me in mind of the film Goodfellas. But I'm funny how? Funny like a clown? I amuse you? I make you laugh?
Ooh, scary. Joe Pesci is brilliant in that film. Horrid, but brilliant. Not funny at all.
Funny, funnier, funniest, comparative and superlative.
Which is funnier, slipping on a banana skin or a custard pie in the face?
It's a tough call. I think I'd probably go for the pie. Now, Laurel and Hardy have a pie fight. Can't remember the name of the film, but it starts with somebody slipping on a banana skin outside a pie shop, and 3,000 pies later...
3,000?
Yep.
Blimey, that's a lot of pies.
It is a lot. So, what's the funniest thing you've seen lately, Ali?
Well, it's got to be Taskmaster, Dave.
Oh, what's that when it's at home then?
Well, it's a kind of game show where the competitors, usually well-known British comedians, have to complete simple and bizarre tasks. You could say funny. And they accumulate points as they go, and the one with the most points wins.
Sounds a bit boring, to be honest, Al.
It does, doesn't it? It's not, though. It's the funniest thing I've seen on television for ages. I often cry with laughter at some of the silly things they get up to.
And finally, there's the funny bone.
The what now?
The funny bone, the end of the bone which runs from the shoulder to the elbow. Now this bone has a kind of unprotected nerve, the ulnar nerve, right at the very end of it, at the elbow end. And if you bang your elbow, it can tingle strangely.
And the Latin name of this bone?
Well, that's not important right now, but I believe it's called the humerus.
Coincidence? I don't think so.
Oh my word. And now it's time for Idiom of the Week.
Idiom of the Week?
We use the expression a barrel of laughs to describe a situation that, or a person who, makes us laugh a lot. You'll love my mate Sarah. She's a barrel of laughs.
Did you enjoy the film?
Oh yes, it was great fun. A real barrel of laughs. I suppose it maybe says something about our psyche, though, that we often use this idiom to describe what something or someone is not.
Life during lockdown isn't exactly a barrel of laughs.
Oof. Are you a fan of Ingmar Bergman films?
What, The Seventh Seal, where death plays chess with one of the characters? I can't say that I've ever watched one all the way through. And I don't think, really, they appeal. It's not like they're a barrel of laughs, is it?
But why a barrel?
Wow.
Well, a barrel is a large container
It is.
used for storing beer or oil, for example. So barrel was used in the past synonymously with lots of.
There's also a barrel full of monkeys, isn't there, to describe somebody crackers, somebody who's a bit mad, crazy.
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Yeah, been you.
Okay. And a barrel of fun. There's also a barrel of fun.
And here we are at the end of another fun episode of Proper English.
As always, we hope you've enjoyed listening in on our conversation.
And please make sure you rate and review us on your favourite podcast app. It helps us get noticed.
It would be fun if you recommended us to a friend.
Or a family member.
Or a fellow student.
It makes us so happy when we get new subscribers.
The more the merrier.
We also love getting feedback, so why not get in touch?
Ask us questions about vocabulary in this episode that's unfamiliar to you. Tell us what you would like us to talk about in future episodes. Or tell us the name of the Laurel and Hardy film where they have the biggest custard pie fight ever.
But how, Ali? How?
Well, our email address is properenglish
Or one word.
@sapo.pt.
Or you can find us on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook if you have them.
So, until next time, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me too.
And thank you for listening to
Proper English.